Have you ever wondered why certain breakfast foods start harming your health after 70? As we get older, it's easy to think that anything we eat in the morning is better than nothing. But the truth is, certain breakfast foods become far more harmful after 70, no matter how hungry you are or how rushed your morning feels. And what might seem small or harmless can quietly drain your energy, raise your blood sugar, weaken your heart, and even age your body faster than you realize. In this video, we're going to reveal 6 common breakfast foods that older adults should avoid at all costs. These are foods many seniors eat every single day without knowing the danger they're stepping into. Some of these might surprise you, and 1 or 2 may be sitting in your kitchen right now. Stay with me until the end, because you'll not only learn which foods to avoid, but also what to choose instead, so your mornings help you feel lighter, stronger, and more energized. A simple change to your breakfast can sharpen your mind, steady your mood, and support your body in ways that truly matter as the years add up. What you learn today could help you protect your health and keep you living with confidence and independence. Now let's get started. Number 1, breakfast cereals. The first food on our list might be sitting in nearly every pantry in America: sugary breakfast cereals. They come in cheerful boxes, promise energy and vitamins, and are often the go-to for busy mornings, especially when hunger strikes before you've had your coffee. But for those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, these cereals are one of the worst ways to start your day. The main problem: sugar, lots and lots of sugar, often hiding under healthy-sounding names or behind a wall of bold, colorful packaging. When you pour a bowl of these cereals and top them with milk, what you're really doing is flooding your body with simple carbs and added sugars. This causes your blood sugar to spike quickly and then crash just as fast, leaving you feeling jittery, tired, and hungry all over again. For seniors, this roller coaster can be much harder to recover from. Over time, these sugar highs and lows put stress on your heart, increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and even speed up memory loss. What's worse, many cereals aimed at adults claim to be whole grain or fortified, but are really just dressed up desserts, offering little nutrition and a lot of empty calories. I remember my friend Harold, who is 78, and used to start every morning with a big bowl of healthy bran flakes until he started feeling worn out by mid-morning. After his doctor encouraged him to read the label, he realized the sugar content was almost as high as the colorful cereals his grandkids loved. He switched to plain oatmeal with fresh berries and noticed his energy and mood improved almost right away. Doctors and nutritionists agree the best way to begin your day is with something that fills you up and keeps your blood sugar steady. That means skipping the sugary cereals no matter how hungry you are or how easy they seem. Instead, reach for options that are high in fiber and protein. Things like plain oatmeal, Greek yogurt, or a slice of whole grain toast with nut butter. Your heart, your mind, and your energy will thank you for it. Number 2, bacon and sausage. Next on our list is a food many of us have enjoyed for decades. Processed breakfast meats like bacon, sausage, and ham. They fill the kitchen with tempting smells, and there's a certain comfort in the sizzle of a hot pan. But after 60 or 70, these processed meats can do more harm than good, especially when eaten first thing in the morning. The main danger comes from how these meats are made. Bacon, sausage, and ham are preserved with high amounts of salt, nitrates, and other chemicals to keep them tasting fresh and looking appealing. For seniors, this combination can be a real threat to your heart and blood vessels. Excess salt raises blood pressure, making strokes and heart attacks more likely. While nitrates have been linked to higher risks of certain cancers and chronic inflammation, the saturated fat in these meats is another problem. It can raise cholesterol and clog arteries over time, setting the stage for heart trouble when you least expect it. Let me share the story of Ed, who is 81 and loved starting his day with 2 slices of bacon, toast, and eggs. For years, he thought he was eating a hearty, old-fashioned breakfast. But his doctor noticed his blood pressure was climbing higher and higher, and his cholesterol was out of control. When Ed switched from bacon to a slice of avocado on whole grain toast and started choosing leaner proteins, his numbers improved, and he felt less sluggish after breakfast. He still enjoys his eggs, but now, with fresh veggies or a little smoked salmon instead of processed meats. Doctors recommend limiting processed meats as much as possible, especially at breakfast when your body is most sensitive to salt and fat after fasting overnight. Choose fresh, unprocessed proteins like eggs, beans, cottage cheese, or a handful of nuts. Your heart will thank you, and you'll set a healthier tone for the rest of your day. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, white bread and pastries. Another breakfast staple that often finds its way onto the plates of older adults is white bread and pastries. Whether it's a soft roll, a toasted English muffin, or a sweet Danish, these foods may feel like a treat, but they're actually a fast track to blood sugar trouble and sluggish mornings, especially for those of us over 70. The issue with white bread and pastries comes down to how quickly they turn into sugar in your body. White flour is stripped of most of its fiber and nutrients, so when you eat it, your body digests it quickly, causing your blood sugar to spike and then crash. This rapid rise and fall can leave you feeling tired, irritable, and even hungrier than before you started eating. For seniors, these sugar swings are especially risky. Over time, they can raise your risk of developing diabetes, contribute to weight gain, and make it much harder to control existing health conditions like high blood pressure and cholesterol. Pastries add even more fuel to the fire because they're often loaded with added sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial flavors. What looks like a light breakfast is actually more like having dessert first thing in the morning, a habit that speeds up aging and saps your energy for the whole day. My friend Shirley, now 75, used to love having a warm cinnamon roll with her morning coffee. But after she started noticing how tired she felt mid-morning and how her doctor kept warning her about rising blood sugar, she switched to whole grain toast with a thin spread of almond butter and a few slices of banana. Her energy improved, and she found she wasn't hungry again until lunchtime. If you want to start your day strong, reach for whole grains that digest slowly and keep your blood sugar steady. Skip the white bread and pastries, no matter how tempting they are. Choose options like whole grain toast, steel-cut oats, or a breakfast bowl loaded with berries and nuts. Your body and your brain will thank you for it. Number 4, flavored yogurts and pre-sweetened dairy. Many people believe that starting their day with a yogurt is a healthy choice. But after 60 or 70, flavored yogurts and pre-sweetened dairy products can quietly undermine your health, especially at breakfast. These healthy yogurts are often packed with more sugar than you'd find in a bowl of ice cream, along with thickeners, artificial flavors, and sometimes even food coloring. The problem is that most flavored yogurts deliver a quick burst of sugar that causes your blood glucose to spike. For seniors, this spike is particularly dangerous, since blood sugar becomes harder to control with age. Over time, eating these high-sugar dairy products can fuel inflammation, contribute to weight gain around the belly, and worsen conditions like type 2 diabetes or heart disease. And because sweetened yogurts digest quickly, you're likely to feel hungry again soon after eating them, making it tempting to reach for more snacks or extra calories. Consider the story of Eleanor, age 80, who thought her breakfast of fruit-on-the-bottom yogurt was the perfect way to start her day. But she noticed that she was crashing before lunch, feeling sluggish and even dizzy at times. With help from her daughter, she switched to plain Greek yogurt, added her own fresh fruit and a few walnuts, and suddenly her mornings felt more stable. She stayed full longer, and her blood sugar readings improved within weeks. Doctors and nutritionists recommend plain, unsweetened yogurts as the best option. If you like a little sweetness, add your own berries or a drizzle of honey, so you control the amount and type of sugar. Don't let clever marketing convince you that all yogurts are created equal. The difference between plain and flavored could mean the difference between a healthy breakfast and a hidden sugar trap. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, instant oatmeal packets. A lot of folks over 70 reach for instant oatmeal packets thinking they're making a heart-healthy choice. It's quick, warm, and marketed as the perfect breakfast for busy mornings. But the truth is, most instant oatmeal packets are loaded with added sugars, salt, and artificial flavors, turning what could be a nourishing meal into a sneaky source of trouble for older adults. Unlike traditional steel-cut or old-fashioned oats, the oats in these packets are processed to cook fast and taste sweet. Unfortunately, this means they're broken down by your body much more quickly, spiking your blood sugar just like eating white bread or even some desserts. For seniors, these sudden sugar spikes and crashes make it much harder to keep energy steady, manage weight, and control diabetes or heart problems. The added salt and flavor varieties can quietly push your blood pressure higher too, a real risk when you're already watching your numbers. Let me tell you about Howard, 83, who thought he was making a healthy switch by eating maple and brown sugar oatmeal packets every morning. He was surprised when his doctor pointed out the sugar content, sometimes more than in a candy bar. Once Howard changed to regular old-fashioned oats and flavored them himself with cinnamon, nuts, and a few fresh apple slices, he felt full longer. His morning slumps disappeared and his blood sugar numbers improved. Doctors say if you want all the benefits of oats, stick to the least processed version you can find, steel-cut or old-fashioned rolled oats. Flavor them yourself at home with fruit, spices, and a touch of honey or nuts if you like. You'll keep your breakfast wholesome, filling, and much better for your heart, mind, and waistline. Don't be fooled by quick labels or clever flavors. Real nutrition doesn't come from a packet. It comes from simple, whole foods you trust. Number 6, fruit juices and sweetened drinks. Last but certainly not least, fruit juices and sweetened breakfast drinks are some of the most misleading breakfast choices for older adults. They're often advertised as healthy, full of vitamins, and a quick way to start your morning. But once you reach your 70s, drinking a glass of orange juice, apple juice, or any sweetened beverage with breakfast is one of the worst things you can do for your blood sugar, your weight, and even your heart. The trouble with fruit juices is that they're stripped of nearly all their fiber, the very thing that helps slow down sugar absorption and keeps you feeling full. Without fiber, the sugar in juice floods your bloodstream fast, causing spikes and crashes that leave you tired, hungry, and craving more sugar soon after. For seniors, this can make diabetes and weight management even harder. Some juices even have added sugars or syrups, packing more calories into a small glass than most folks realize. My neighbor Betty, now 77, was in the habit of pouring herself a glass of orange juice every morning, thinking it was good for her immune system. But she noticed she was always starving before lunch and feeling sleepy mid-morning. Her doctor explained that the sugar rush from juice was setting her up for a day of cravings and ups and downs. Once she switched to eating whole fruit with her breakfast, like a small apple or a handful of berries, she stayed full longer, had steadier energy, and her blood sugar numbers started to improve. Doctors now recommend that older adults skip the juice and eat the whole fruit instead. You get all the vitamins plus the fiber, water, and slow-release energy your body needs. If you must have something to drink, stick with water, black coffee, or plain tea. Your body will thank you, and you'll set yourself up for a stronger, healthier day. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Final thoughts. As we wrap up, remember what you put on your breakfast table can set the tone for your entire day, especially after 70. The 6 foods we've talked about today might be convenient or comforting, but over time, they chip away at your energy, your focus, and even your independence. What stood out to you most? Did any of these surprise you or remind you of something you eat out of habit without thinking twice? The good news is it's never too late to make a change. Even small swaps, a bowl of unsweetened oats instead of instant packets, a handful of whole fruit instead of juice, plain yogurt with berries instead of the pre-sweetened kind, can help protect your heart, steady your blood sugar, and give you more strength for the activities you love. You've spent decades learning what your body needs, and now is the time to listen to that wisdom. By choosing your breakfast carefully, you're investing in your future, your independence, and the kind of vibrant mornings that let you enjoy every day to the fullest. You deserve to feel your best, no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.